And welcome everyone to a new season of BB Brains because for some reason y'all like this enough for this to come back. I am back for BB 28, and today I also have a very special guest. If you would like to introduce yourself.
What's up, everyone? I'm Ty, Tie, and I'm going to be here with Kyle while we discuss this new cast and see what they offer.
Yep. And on top of that, we're going to do this in a special way. We're also going to do this as a draft format. We're all going to choose a person each to go up against each other while going over that person. And I'm just going to throw this out there now for people who are not aware. There is going to likely be three more people on this cast because we were shown 14 people today because BB's got a BB, and there's no way that we're going to be getting a 14-person cast since like what, 14, 13, 12, somewhere around those lines. Like,
Yeah, it's not happening
yeah,
unless it's Canada, but we're not Canada.
exactly. And even then, I doubt that will be the case. But yeah, so of the three people that are rumored for the cast, they kind of basically just like announced it today. They're just like, yeah, this is the three people that'll probably be in our cast. So likely we'll just go with that. And if anything changes, we'll just go about that as the season goes on.
A little weird though to basically have your social media people tell everyone who they are anyway. So it's like, why not just reveal them then? But I guess they want to do some twist with it apparently. So we'll see how that goes.
I mean, BB's got a BB at the very least. At least, I mean, I'm happy for two of the three. But
I'm sort of I think we can both probably agree on one of them concretely.
probably, yeah. But it's gonna be
It's the only
interesting.
winner of the three, so well, only good winner.
I mean, and I could say potentially probably another winner. I would say like they play their cards right, but we'll see how that goes. Uh, but there will be one person out in this draft of the 17 people. If for some reason Ty and I get that wrong, egg on our face there, but
That's wild to get a 1/17 chance if we both messed it up. Like that would be embarrassing.
yeah.
Truly embarrassing.
But since you're my guest, I'll let you pick first for this draft. And I
Oh,
feel like I already know who you're going to potentially pick.
mm, I want to be a wild card with this one. And I don't know. I just saw this very funny video with Katy Perry, and I just want to pick her for some reason. I'm gonna pick Lyric because I was
Okay.
just watching it over and over. It's like, dang, Katy, you going in on her.
All right. Well, I'm sharing the screen now. So here is our group of people. And let's scroll all the way down to a lyric here. I believe that's right. Yeah. So we have Lyric Medeiros, I believe that's her last name, the way that to pronounce it. She's
So
from Honolulu, Hawaii. She's 25 years old. She's an attorney, and my notes here on her bio, she was on American Idol 21, and she was eliminated in round two. So, not much for her journey on Idol, but we're definitely going to have a lot of fun with that Katy Perry clip of her if she really just flops the entire season.
oh god, they were gonna be spamming that video for like everything, depending on how she does. And
Oh, yeah. Any particular reason, like anything from her video and interviews that like stood out to you?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, none really at first.
Mhm.
It's honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it's mostly because of the video. It's I wasn't really I honestly forgot she was in it until they kept spamming it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick her just as a gag, but I'm actually interested to see how she does.
Like,
We hardly ever get anyone from Hawaii, so
yeah, because like what was the last? Well, I mean, we got Chemo, and
oh yeah,
then before him, I believe it was Travis from 23. But I think that's it for Hawaii reps for the show.
yeah. So we kind of need a booster here. We really do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see how she does.
Yeah, and like when I was like seeing her interview, I'm like, she's a super fan because of her grandma. Points there. But the fact that she's like an attorney and says she's a bad liar, that's like throwing me off on her a little bit. And I'm like,
Well, I mean, we had Ashley, so
true. But at least Ashley could at least, litigate a little bit in that show for lies.
we'll see how this lawyer does. This always seems to be a lawyer, and if we get Xavier and then we get Ashley, I mean, the attorney representation has been awesome. So
My, I will say though, my biggest plus for her is the fact that she said she's willing to go into showmance, but utilize that strategically. So, but a lot, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people say that, and then they're just like,
and then
into
they don't
it.
do it. I
Yeah.
think maybe the only showmans I could think of, and I don't like the showmans, but I can't deny their capabilities is Holly Jackson because Holly was great if she sat next to anyone else.
You can also think of like Drew and Diane potentially, Rachel and Brendan, Jeff and Jordan. Like there are dynamic duo pairs of showmances that have done well in this game. It's just
Rare.
yeah, rare for it to like really
Rare.
pop off. But I don't know. She seems like she has potential. I just like I hope to see more of her do well rather than to see the idol clip play every time that she's in power or something.
I will say I do like the way they did the introductions this year.
Oh yeah.
Way better.
Yeah. So for people who are not aware, they did their introductions on the Big Brother YouTube channel, which they also announced that they're going to be showing feeds after the show airs, which I assume is them like kind of like doing like a BB After Dark style or something like that, or wanting to do that like when like the West Coast or airings are done, so that way we can like see what's going on during the live feeds.
I'm
Which,
glad they're not catering to the West Coast anymore. Because
uh,
I think it's annoying waiting 4 hours just to see who wins an HOH.
or gets taken out of a wheel.
Yeah, or miss. Yeah, it's just like I don't like waiting that long. Give it
Yeah,
to me so I can go to bed happy or go to bed mad.
exactly. But speaking of going mad, I'm going to start my first pick, and I have to do this just because I'm such a super fan of them.
Oh, I already know who it is.
Of the three rumored people in this cast, one of them is the Valadares from Survivor and recent challenge fame. I love this woman. She is by far probably one of the best winners of the new era Survivor, and
Right.
I love how entertaining and messy she can be, both in and outside the games.
That's kind of why they had to get rid of her early those next two times.
Yep. And my biggest concern is like, if there's any Survivor fans in house. Obviously, we'll have
Mhm.
someone to play beside her in this game potentially, if the rumors are true. But I don't know. Dee is someone who I think is like probably one of the strongest social games out there from what she was able to pull off in 45 and even in 50 had strong moments of social clarity. So for this game and with the other two returnees, I feel like she would fare the best of the three of them in like this long format game.
Right. I feel like her social capabilities will excel her. Plus, with the blockbuster being back, which I'm
Exactly.
not mad about. Just hope it's not
Till
all the way
Jury,
to
till
the
after
end.
Jury.
Right. Keep like I said earlier, my opinion, keep it until jury, remove it, but still keep three nominees. I feel like two is just outdated to where we already know who's going
Yeah,
home by Tuesday.
I agree. I think it's like have three nominees to like I want to say final like final eight, final nine, but unless it gets like way too complicated at that point.
Oh, that reminds me. So off topic, 17. What do we feel the jury is this year? Back
I
to 11?
assume it will probably be a jury of seven again with the final nine starting it. I hope it starts at 11 rather, but
Me too, personally. But yeah, can't control CBS and whatever they doing over there.
I know. But the fact that we have three returning, well, three reality TV, well, let me rephrase that, three CBS reps for reality TV. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, a jury of nine again, just to
Yeah.
like help give
Because
one
they probably already paying extra for the veterans, like
one
they
half.
always do. So not gonna be able to afford that Sylvester house for the next 2 weeks.
Exactly. I mean, you could definitely tell the budget for this year's house definitely went to the house guests more than it did the
Yeah.
actual thing.
Yeah, it's like maybe two. I'm waiting to see how it is on the feeds because I was like that with season 26 where I didn't like it at first. Then it grew on me. But right
Yeah.
now, I'm only feeling the living room and parts of the kitchen, like part.
Yeah. Like I love the Lazy Susan. I do not like the island. I feel like the island is just there
Mm-mm.
for the sake of just comparing to Lazy Susan.
Unless
But
there's a twist involved with it, it's not working for me.
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to top last year's thing. Last year's house was like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was. Last year, perfect. I don't know what happened this year.
Yeah,
I
that
don't.
does.
Maybe they spend it on all those new GFXs and artwork for the intros.
Let's see what that have not room in the HOH room looks like.
Right. Because I don't think they even showed us that until like the actual
No.
premiere last year.
They didn't even show the backyard today either. They just show us all the
Oh,
inside stuff
yeah,
of
they
the
didn't do
house.
that either. So I'm wondering if maybe there's something out there. Because let's be honest, there's going to be a day one comp style twist. We all know it. So part of me is like having like speculation. It's going to be someone's going home day one.
That's what I'm thinking too. And that because like if we're gonna really start this off with like three vets entering and it's like we get like a night one eviction, I could see them do like a captain's thing for
Mhm.
like teams of five.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling too. And I don't know if it is 17 or if there's going to be this mystery 18. I don't know if that's true or not, but SG seems to think so. So
Well, SG, I wouldn't rely on them. I'm
no.
relying on reality TV fan and Hamster Watch for this stuff for D and like the two other returns that were announced.
So I'm gonna trust Hamster on this.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's D. I don't think I have much else to say about her. I mean, she's like a force to be reckoned with from
Yes.
45 and has a big reputation behind her. But I think with her social game, I think
Yeah.
she can do pretty well.
Social game and blockbuster, I feel like that's gonna keep her out of the clear for at least a little while.
Yeah.
Little while.
Oh, for sure.
Double eviction type boot is what people need to get her at.
I could definitely see her as a DE boot.
Mhm.
But
All right, so I guess draft number two. Uh, trying to think. This is probably gonna backfire on me, but I guess Kamu. How do you ever you say his name?
really, that's an interesting pick.
Yeah, I wasn't going to pick him, but then I'm thinking like MMA fighter could be a comp threat. But then I think of Cam last time, and he was not a comp threat.
But you could also think of Austin in that regard too.
Right, Austin. That's one thing. It's I don't know. It's something about the tattoos where I'm like, okay, he may he may be liked by a lot of people in the house.
This is like a cast with questionable tattoos, so he might be liked.
Yeah. So, I mean, from his intro video, I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting Big Brother 16 vibes out of this one. I
Yeah.
see it. I see Bros Alliance instantly week one. I'm thinking like, oh God. But then I'm like, okay, maybe he'll at least do good and go far. And then I can try to draft his way to a win. Because I was gonna do it with Jackson on season 21 at first when I did a draft with someone, but then I second guessed myself and didn't pick him. And then I lost that one. And I lost like $300 on that. But
I
I
don't
mean,
remember
what
what
do
I
you
picked.
think about him from his intro?
Starting off like just to get the description out of his way. He's Kamu Kirk. He's 32 from Phoenix, Arizona. He's an MMA fighter who's now a MMA like gym owner or something like that.
Oh, it
Um,
always is.
and then from what his video showed, he's given like calm Paul vibes. But I think that's just like thinking because of the tattoos and everything. But I don't know, like what I got from Kamu from his like video, it's like looking at it. He said he was watching since 10, which good. He's got a lot of Big Brother knowledge on his belt.
And that's a
Uh,
plus.
yes. He says his biggest fault is that he seems too trusting for his own good, which, you know,
They
means
always say that.
yeah, it's like some of these like obviously there's gonna be very vague for some of these people. I think I feel like you said is correct. Like I feel like he will definitely bro it up with some of the other players. I
Right.
think he's definitely gonna try to see if he could like be that friend to all type that he was like throwing out there in his video. I don't think that's gonna happen. And
Mhm.
if that other person is on his cast, so I'll throw that out there. One of the other people that is rumored is Angela Murray.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think the two are gonna get along at all.
No, no, Angela is going to hop on this one and one of the other ones later we'll discuss, like the
Yeah,
very instant she sees them. Like,
one 100%. I
it's Angela. Like we come to expect know what to expect from her. I don't think either of us expect her to win.
no, but we do at least expect her to make it as entertaining as possible for Big Freaking Brother.
Yeah, so she at least bring entertainment. Win capability, I don't see it, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah. I mean, well, we'll talk about it when we
We'll
get to it.
talk about her, but
Yeah,
back to
but
Camel. I get either Big Brother 16 vibes or Fessy. He's either going to be one of the two.
I can see Fessy. I can see him definitely. I can see him honestly volunteering as a nom to like fight someone on the block for the BB Blockbuster.
Right, because people like him, they got to stay active. I see him getting probably not picked to play in a lot of vetoes, getting bored and being like, okay, put me in. I want to play in something.
Yeah,
I see him tuckering that, which I guess is a good strategy, but we all saw how that worked out for Tucker. So,
yeah. And that's the thing. It's just like I don't know if Kamu is going to like really going to focus on the physical. I feel like there's a player I think that's going to focus more on the physical aspects of the game than him. I think Kamu is going to try to like play down his physical prowess because he didn't want to bring up being former UFC and all of that, which I think is the correct call. It's just
right.
with all the tats on him, there's definitely going to be questions for
Yeah, they're
sure.
gonna instantly think, okay, you're either in wrestling, you're a police officer, or you're a surfer.
Yeah,
The three.
I feel like he's going to have to claim police or something for
Or a
this.
tattoo artist at least.
Yeah, it's got to be something because
Something. Because they're not gonna believe anything else.
yeah, he better have a good alibi. Otherwise, he's gonna have to pretty much just say what he is right out the gate.
Yeah, but wait, do you think he seems like the type to just be honest about that?
Honestly, looking at him and how he was describing himself, I think everyone's gonna know that he probably fought UFC week one.
Probably fought someone. So,
I truly do think he's gonna just like squeal like right out the gate. Like I think he's
right.
gonna do like what Kenny did like, in 26 and just tell everyone like or at least a few people.
Yeah. All right, so let's hear your second draft pick.
So my second draft pick after D, and I'm glad that she's available. She is the oldest person in the cast. She has a lot of interesting backstory, and I think she can really be a surprise player. My person is Latrice.
Oh, now her interview, I actually did like. It gave me Tiffany vibes. That's
Mhm.
what I like the entire video. That's the vibe I got from her. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, yes. And I didn't draft her in my first two picks because in my head I'm thinking like, okay, she has that personality, but then I'm thinking like, okay, they're probably gonna try to eliminate her early because she gives off Tiffany vibes.
there is a potential chance of that. I'm willing to risk it though, because she does have the muscle. Like her bodybuilding at her age.
I was impressed by it in all
Come on.
honesty. God, like she is ready for this.
Yeah, so going into her bio. So her name is Latrice Verrett. She's 57 from Maplewood, New Jersey, and she's a boutique salesperson with a long history of a music career. Even her family, like having parts in that career. I believe she also has a Grammy.
Right.
I
Oh my God.
I feel like we have like the Big Brother version of Survivor's Tosh in this cast, which
Like,
I think is what like really drew me into her as well.
like I get good vibes from her. I feel like if she plays it right, she can go very deep in this game.
I think with her strategy, I truly do believe that she can definitely get probably with like a lot of the bro dudes. I think her and Kamo could potentially work together just for muscles alone. I think
Right.
I feel like she would really get along with him well. I think if Angela is on this cast, I think she and her would probably bond for being like one of the more older women in this cast too.
Right. So I feel like I know it didn't work out much for Lisa and Angela last time, but I feel like this one could be
Yeah.
like real, actual twosome, her and Angela.
Yeah, no, there's a person in this cast I think is going to be Angela's Lisa.
Yeah. I think we can get a good idea who that is. Just like I think I know who's going to be her Brooklyn too.
Oh yeah. But yeah, with Latrice, I think she's definitely giving off very fun vibe. I think like one of the things that really had me stand out to her is that she like said that she's like happily single, divorced, mother of four. I'm like, I think she's gonna be a riot to the house. I think she's gonna have such a like strong social game that could potentially get her a threat early on, but could also put her in a lot of alliances in the beginning parts of the game.
I think with the blockbuster and being back, like, and they'll see those muscles on her, they'll probably try to put her up next to one of the guys to, if they want to actually get her out. But
Yeah.
other than that, though, I don't see anyone really targeting her right now. Not out the gate. They'll probably save her for like mid jury.
Yeah. Or it's like I always see her like being like targeted like either early game or if some point like her alliance gets exposed of something and then she's like a casualty to it. I can see that potentially happen with her being thrown under the bus.
I'm hoping not. I feel like her out of everyone, I feel like was the best one,
Oh yeah.
best of all of them overall. Like there were some gems in there, but hers best one.
Hers
She
was
is gold.
yeah. It just had the most personality out of everyone. And I think that's just also because of her years within like the music industry, which I also think she and Lyric could potentially get along too with that regard. If Lyric was open up about her singing prowess and everything. And I think
Right.
that's what Lyric was kind of like trying to focus on rather than her attorney background. So I think if she were to say that, maybe her and Latrice could definitely bond early as well on top
Yeah.
of that. So I could see
Yeah.
Latrice
I
really
see.
bond with
See
them.
Tiffany and Claire version 2.0.
I can definitely see that. But
But yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on her because the premiere 2 days away isn't gonna be like, okay, we're almost there.
I
All right.
cannot
It's
wait.
gonna be wild. Oh my God, 3 months of my life going away.
I know,
Uh,
right?
all right, so I guess we'll move on to my third pick. And you know what? I'm gonna pick Angela. Just
Okay.
why not? Why not?
Okay. So we got Angela Murray, 52, Syracuse, Utah, retail real estate agent, was on Big Brother 26, as well as Amazing Race European Adventure. Um, Amazing Race can't really say much there because she was basically the second out with her daughter. But 26, we can say a lot about
Yeah.
Angela.
26, like Angela was one of the best moments of that season. Like
Oh,
truly.
bar none.
And I really wish she hadn't convinced Leah to waste that HOH. I really do. She
Yeah.
she was on her way to actually going far with Leah if she just did Chelsea instead.
Yeah, that that Jinky week really just
Yeah,
like
the
everything.
whole week was horrible.
Yeah. But I have a lot of hope for Angela, honestly. I had her as my number five pick. Um, and the reason why is that a lot of people forget like Angela was fairly good at a lot of the comps in 26.
Oh, I know. I remember the knockout competition. Like she was taking them all out, and I was like, okay, it's down to her and Tucker, and it's like everyone in the house. I think that was the HOH. It was everyone versus those two, and they get to the end together. And I was honestly laughing at the TV screen when when that happened. Like, you guys fumbled that badly, but
Exactly. And even like the week that she left the game, like during like the Janky week, she won one of the vetoes. And then going into that HOH from that week, she almost won that HOH. And then going to the double eviction, almost won that HOH against her tiebreaker with Chelsea and almost won the veto that she lost to Kibo. Like,
right, like Angela, she may not look like a comp threat, but looking back, I think she's won maybe 4, 5 competitions.
she's only won three, actually. two HOHs and a POV, which
And
is
then
surprising.
close in a lot of other things. Like I think actually when you said that tiebreaker HOH, I think she added an extra zero. If she didn't,
Yeah,
she would have been closer to the answer.
I think, yeah, had she not, I think she would have won that competition, which again would
Like,
have changed the entirety of that season.
or I even think she said like after the season that she accidentally put another zero.
Yeah. I
But I
mean,
guess heat of the moment. But that one mistake, I know it cost her, but still sixth place. It's pretty impressive for her, especially how week one went.
and how like most older players tend to place in these games. I mean, she's done fairly well. And I would say though, in the recent years of the Big Brother in this new era of sorts, the older players have been placing better than they have in the past.
Yeah, look at Kevin, Cliff, Angela.
Alicia, Suri.
Yes, and I don't remember who I think Will was the
Will
old
was
one,
the open for last season.
but he still made jury, so I'm gonna count him anyway.
No, yeah, Will kind of got screwed over because of the events of the whole White Lotus thing.
Yeah, yeah, that was God. I hope they don't do that. But part of me feels
Oh,
like they might do it.
but expect the unexpected because production did sounded like they were very happy with it, despite all of us not be.
I think everyone was in mourning that entire week
Oh,
in
well,
fandom.
everyone, even in the house too.
I think the only
Oh,
person that was
except for
actually happy was Kelly.
yeah, but with Angela too, I obviously we're gonna get some form of drama with her. She's
We
definitely
are.
gonna like get into a fight with someone. There's definitely a few people in this cast I think she's gonna get into a fight without the gay. Kamu likely one of them, and another who I feel like ugh,
Rome,
Rome 100%. I think
right?
uh,
Maybe Haley,
I could see potentially Barrett too.
right?
It's
Oh
I,
God.
it's just like with Angela, you just never know what you're gonna get with her, and that's why I both love her though and fear whatever she will do in the game.
Yeah, because she is like chaos incarnate. She would do the most random things, like keeping Quinn, and I was like, "This isn't happening, is it?"
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't work, but I was surprised she did it.
she tried. I mean, and that's the thing that I have to respect about Angela. It's like she's a messy player, but she will at least try to be strategic while being messy at the same time.
Right? She won't be like, "Okay, I'm going to cut you." I'm at least think about it for a moment, and that's what I like about her is that she will weigh her options,
Yeah,
just not all the way through sometimes.
and
But
I
she's
think
good TV.
yeah, and I think her also an advantage with her coming in is the fact that she is also coming in with D and the other alleged character person that I'm not the biggest fan of is Rick Devens. I feel
Ooh.
like that of those two, they also have big reputations as well. So I feel like if she were to, I don't know how, in her Angela way, play a little bit low key in those first few weeks, she could potentially like put herself in a good position, maybe going forward. Maybe like
I think the newbies will probably look at her like, okay, she's a veteran, and when it comes to veterans for me, I always like hark back to that one Survivor season where there was like one veteran and he won. I think it was Boston Rob.
oh yeah, but Austin Rob season, yeah. It's
Like,
like, but on the flip side of that, on the opposite tribe was Russell Hands, and he was like the first out in it. So it's like it could be two sides of that same coin, depending on how and how it goes.
if Angela can play her cards right and not get in as many fights, I feel like she could go make a deep run like she did the first time.
Very.
All right, so that's my third pick. Who are you looking as number three?
So my number three, and I'm actually just going down my list. Like I'm on my number three at this point. My number three is, and I feel like I've been burned by this a few times in the past by making these picks, but we're gonna go with the super fan here, the one that found Raven of all people in BB19 from apparent for what he's done in the past. That's been making waves on Twitter at the moment.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, like apparently he ran a podcast and like I guess in that podcast was able to search and find out that Raven was on the 19 cast. And I'm just like, he's one of those people in the Big Brother community on Twitter that is the
Oh,
FBI agents. And
oh God,
I
he's one of
think
those.
this guy might be very interesting as a player. So the person I pick is Barrett Pfeiffer, and he's 27 years old. He's from Austin, Texas. He's a jumbotron engineer, and for good reason too, because apparently he's like 6'6".
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So, and from what he's said with his interviews, like the guy's chronically online as a BB fan. He mentioned Keisha's birthday. He's such a big super fan. So it's like, he is a big fan of the show. Like he's like actually referencing like something from an older season,
Right.
which
And that's good to see. It's just there's always two types of super fans, the ones that do good and the ones like what the heck was that guy from Big Brother 24? No, I'm
24.
23. 23.
Oh, Frenchie.
Yeah. Like what type of super fan are we talking about? That one or an actual good one? That will make or break him.
I feel like we were like overdue for one because last year, who was our super fan? Um,
Apart from I don't know, we're not counting Rachel. I
would
know
it
one
be?
of them mentioned it. God, what was their name?
It's not Adrian. Adrian was a LARPer super fan.
No, no, look, Adrian, I don't know what that was. I know
Was
he
it
built a wall, but so, trying to remember who it was. And let me try to Vince, that's who it was.
Vince? So Vince, I mean, he was self-destructive in every way, but he was still entertaining and, second
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. So I mean, it is something. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that gameplay at the end was, but if he can be a better version of Vince, I could see Barrett winning.
Yeah. I just feel like Angela might be getting some PTSD flashback with Quinn looking at him because he does have the curly hair, he has the glasses. Like I can see some potential form of Angela just like when I see you, I see Quinn.
I'm gonna be. I see Quinn. I see Vince. I see all the sneaky players of this game, and I don't like you, and I got to get you out. I honestly see Angela doing that. If she's in the house right now, because apparently they moved in today,
Yep.
I
Yeah,
would not be surprised if she's doing that now. Although,
I
what
can
do you think he went? You think he's going for the first HOH?
I think he would. I think when it comes to super fans, I think they're well aware that the impact the first HOH can have for the season.
Mhm. Yeah, he can either have a very good one, or he can have a Riley one. He could have a Frenchie one.
I don't
And
see him Frenchie in it though. I think
I don't know. I think he's smart enough to know not to act like that.
yeah, no, like if you wanted like a Frenchie HOH, I can list like a few people from this cast. I think that would go that route for the first HOH.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know one specifically, and they're actually on screen right now, like three down.
Oh, you will we'll get to him. Granted, he's
Yeah.
low on my list, but we'll get to him eventually.
Oh God. All right, so I'm on pick number four. You know what? Let's go with the last who says she wanted to make multiple alliances, and I
Oh,
honestly couldn't follow like what the hell she said. But let's go ahead and pick Taylor.
yep. Taylor Brown, 27 years old from Deerfield Beach, Florida, and elementary school counselor. I, I'm very down on her. I understand her plan. I understand what she's trying to do. I'm concerned that she can go overboard with that and just blow up her game week one by if she's really going to attempt all of this.
If she wants to do something like that, win the first HOH and then do it. Don't do it while you're not HOH, because you know how some people do alliances and then they don't invite the HOH whatsoever, and then they find out, and then boom, she's on the block week one. Then she goes home. Basically, you don't want to do that. But I'm having hopes for now. But I can definitely see all those alliances backfiring like tremendously bad, like Devin, like
Yeah.
tremendously bad.
Well, that's why, like, of the people I said that could have a Frenchie HOH, Taylor could potentially be one of those people.
And I don't know if it's just me, but there's certain people on this cast, and she's one of them that I get vibes. If the vets don't have safety during the first week, probably take that route and just get one of them out. I see her doing that.
Yeah. I just hope that she doesn't like overdo it with that first week. Because first week you just social game out. Don't go crazy with the alliances. Just really work your magic as just being liked enough that everyone wants to keep you. That's all you
Right.
gotta do.
Right. Because like last season, Ashley We obviously didn't see everything that went on in the feeds, but apparently Ashley wasn't liked by hardly anyone. The only
Yeah.
reason she stayed because she won that veto. So that could be Taylor in this scenario. She's trying way too hard at first. Like, step back, let everyone else make a fool of themselves because there's some personalities on this cast who will definitely jump out.
Oh, for sure. And I do like the fact that she is an elementary school counselor. Counselors or anything can do good for the most part, unless you're Nick. But
Mm,
um, I think she definitely has a lot of potential. I just hope she just doesn't flame out early.
no, no. As long as she's level headed, because the intro video, she seems like she can control it. Because she, again, elementary school counselors, personally, I know what they deal with. And I feel like she can keep it level headed. I feel like she's not the one to go off if she goes on the block. But then I feel like she may fumble it somewhere. If she goes deep run, probably second jury,
Potentially.
probably
Because
double or
my big concern too is that one of her last things she said was that she was reading a book on how to handle conflict because she said that even though she doesn't think it, others says that she can be confrontational, which that's a red flag in my book for a player. If they're not fully aware that they what they are saying could be confrontational in some way,
mm,
that can put them in some danger. And if she's doing that alliance approach too, I can really see her being a first boot.
especially if she says something wrong and then it spreads in the house like wildfire.
Exactly. God
But
help her if she says it to Angela.
oh gosh, I'm just imagining it right now. Oh god, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be really funny. Angela's gonna deliver so much this season.
God, I hope. I at least hope she makes it to jury. That's all I could ask.
Yeah, just jury.
Yeah.
All right, so who are we picking as number four?
So the next one I'm picking, I am. I got like boring vibes from this guy and likely recruits, but I think because of his personality, I think he will do decently well in the game to go some distance. I'm going with Chuck
Mm.
um, on Yanwu. I think that's how you say his last name. Sorry if I'm butchering it. He
Hey, at
is
least you tried. I can't say it.
yeah. He's 27 years old from Dallas, Texas, and is a supply chain analyst. And as everyone sees with the cowboy hat on him, he is our designated outdoorsy person for the season, which are always 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10 hit or miss.
Yeah. Well, actually, have we ever actually had a good cowboy?
I
Yes.
mean, in terms of good cowboys, I would say no. In terms of
Yeah.
like the redneck character, Donnie, 100%.
Donnie. Yeah, Donnie was good, but then I'm thinking about the others like Caleb and
Riley, and
Cowboy himself.
Cowboy. And then there's I keep he's like the one forgettable person from 10 that was Keisha's best friend. I keep forgetting his name. Um
Uh, if he was an early boot, I'm not gonna remember him.
yeah, he was like second or third boot,
Oh no, no,
but yeah, I don't think we had really much for good Cowboys on the
especially
cast.
not Jason from 19. He was awful.
Yeah, no, the less we say about him, the better. I feel like
Yeah,
he's the reason why we had to deal with Christmas and All Stars to begin with.
yeah. So I'm not gonna talk about them.
But I don't know, with Chuck, like his video really was given like he's a recruit for one.
That's what it was.
Like I felt 100% there.
Mm.
Um, he seems very nice, and like one of the things that will always stand out to me that he wants to work with the women, and I'm like, if he has that much of a charming personality, I think he could definitely get along with some people. I
Yeah,
felt like if he was cast last season, he would have been best friends with Mickey. I felt R.I.P.
probably. And yeah, R.I.P. Mickey. But yeah, I see Chuck being like Big Brother 15's Howard, where he's good with the girls and the guys.
I could see that.
Just I could definitely see it from him. And do I see him as a actual comp threat? Probably not. Probably not.
There's a
Especially
lot of muscle in this cast for
yeah,
sure.
like I feel like physical competition wise, we're gonna be in it to see it this season. Like the wall when that comes, I don't see him lasting because that comes for short people.
I think that's gonna come down for the wall. If like of the top three people, I would see Barrett would be in that top three category. I
Right.
think Cam Camu would be in that category, and likely Rome. Like
R-
those would be my top three picks.
Right. I see them. All the like muscle people like Kamo and Chuck, I don't really see lasting long on that thing. But again, Keanu went pretty far last time, so
Did.
it's
And
possible.
like, it has been again like more in favor of like skinnier, lankier people. That's why I think Barrett would probably fare the
Yeah,
best.
Barrett, unless he wants to throw it, but I
Yeah,
definitely see Barrett. Maybe D if she's lasting that long.
he would 100% kill that cop
Yeah, she
for
would.
sure. Like,
She will hold on to that wall until she's bleeding.
oh yeah, God help them if there was Savannah on this cast. She would have like just held on for dear life.
D is awesome. But as for Chuck here, what do you think placement wise you feel like he could do?
I can I can see him a few scenarios. I think he can either probably be mid jury. He could probably be
Mm-hmm.
a casualty of a double eviction boot. I can
Mm-hmm.
also see him being a casualty of just like being collateral damage. I I feel like there's a lot of scenarios where I think he can go because I don't think he's going to lead the charge in any way in the game.
No,
I
no.
do think, and then that's why I think he will definitely be collateral damage in some way. But I can also see himself potentially getting some clutch wins on his behalf if he is in any danger with the BB blockbuster.
Right. So the blockbuster, I feel like, is the main aspect that will, again, like last season, really change dynamics of this cast. Like, I don't know how you feel about it. I know we already talked about length of how long it should last. Personally, I'm kind of glad it's back because
Yeah,
backdoors have become so boring.
it has. I just want the comps to be very much more in favor of equal opportunity. Like
Right.
with how like the first comp went with last season with Kelly winning, I
Yeah,
thought that's perfect.
that
That's
was fair.
how it
That
should
was
be.
balanced.
Yes. But
And
then you think also back to like how Tucker just destroyed Angela and Lisa in that puzzle competition.
yeah, because he's good at puzzles, remember?
I'm good at puzzles.
Except that last one with Mackenzie one.
Yeah, well, numbers and letters apparently are not his strong suit.
No, 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 not at all. Kind of wish he was. I know everyone saw the rumors where it was like there's going to be all these veterans. Apparently, that won't true. And I think Tucker was someone that they talked about, and I
Yeah,
was interested for a moment. Not gonna lie.
I would have wanted a fans versus favorites type season. Like well, the
Yeah.
last time we had like a split house of newbies and
Mm,
vets was literally 13 at like the
right.
most in closeness.
Right. So, because I'm be honest, when I was watching the live stream, I was kind of hoping they'd stop at 8 people and then say, like, okay, there's going to be 8 newbies, 8 veterans. We're going to have a Big Brother Canada 5 style season. But then when they got up to like 10 people, I was like, okay, it's not happening.
Yeah. I was like counting down at that point. It's like, all right, well, how many returns are we getting now? Okay, so then we got this person and just kept going and going. I'm like, all
Right.
right.
And I was like, wait, we're at 14 now. Is there, how did we just get played this entire time and there's no vets at all?
I
I mean,
mean,
that was funny.
that's just typical BB fashion for all of us fans because we over like assume the best and then like we just get an egg in our face every single time because we think we're gonna be getting all this amazing stuff. And it's like, no, this is what you're gonna be getting this summer. You're gonna deal with it.
Well, at least we got three.
Yeah. And
Three.
again, I think it'll be an interesting mix with those three, and again, other people that are essentially from other walks of reality TV, how no matter how big or small.
Yeah, but I was really hoping that we'd get some challenge people on this. I
I
was
mean,
really hoping for that.
technically D is challenged, but I know what you mean.
All right, so what number are we on?
We're on your number five.
5. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna go with Mallory.
Ooh, okay, okay. So
I
yeah,
get Kelly vibes from Mallory. I do,
I
and
mean,
she's a rocket scientist, so she's got to be smart. And you know what? I'm gonna give her a chance.
I liked Mallory. I got her in my top half of picks to choose from. Like I feel like she's definitely giving like bubbly social nerd type.
Right,
Like
right? You get it.
yeah, it's like I'm kind of getting a little bit of like Nicole a little bit. from her, but I feel like she has a little bit of a chip on her shoulder too. So maybe I could see some confrontations with her.
Right.
Um,
Because
so
I think someone found her Instagram and like the whole nerd look she's giving right here is like vastly different on her Instagram.
exactly, and
So I don't know if
then
this was intentional, but it's a smart play if that's the angle she's going with.
yeah,
Because
it will
nerdy girls, honestly, they get pretty far in this show. Now that I think about it,
for the most part, yeah. And for people that are listening, she's 44 years old, from township of Washington, New Jersey. We have a fair amount of New Jersey people in this cast that I actually like looked at, and she is a rocket scientist. So I I feel like she could potentially get along with Rick Devens because he is kind of BFS with Christian Hubicki. So I wonder if maybe there could be some bonds there off of that.
right?
Um,
I think she has like from her intro video, like you said, bubbly personality. I feel like she's gonna be either like the one who's like friends with almost everyone in the house where they don't want to touch her yet, or she's gonna be like when the feed's cut on, they're gonna think, okay, she's an easy person we can just pawn every week. I only
exactly.
see those two scenarios, liked or pawn all the time.
It's given one or the other. I don't.
Mhm.
I feel like she could be like a late stage pawn if she plays her cards right. Because I think there's a few other people in this cast that I think could be more block star than her.
Right, I think I may know one of them,
Yeah.
but depending on how, because I hope to God she's not one of those that say just put me up, because that was weird with Kelly, but it made her interesting though.
Like Kelly was such an enigma. It's just like the fact that she made it as far as she did was just wild. But again, that was because of the blockbuster. So
Right.
again, you just never know. Like she could also just be like Kelly as well and just beast her way through like a lot of these comps.
Yeah, because they have been more equatable than in the past season, so
I
I
will
do like that.
I will say though, some of the pics that I saw of her, she has a lot of muscle too. She is
Right. So I'm like, wait a
strong.
minute, like, are we getting good? I just hope that if she is going to be a comp beast, she's not one of those that try to. How can I say this nicely? Be a Christmas. If
Oh
that
yeah.
makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying with that.
Mm,
Yeah.
be a Christine.
Oh God. This cat I feel like pretty much everyone in this cast is single and ready to mingle, other than like Rick Devens and Angela.
Right? Everyone else is like they all single, and apparently I saw somewhere they said youngest cast within 5 years. So I mean, I hope we
Yeah,
don't do a season 9 situation.
yeah,
So
this cast, like a majority of them are in their 20s. Like marking the cast, like the youngest person is Drew at 22, with Latrice as the oldest at 57.
all right, so there's probably going to be fairly two, maybe three showmances.
There's definitely going to be a few in the works.
Yeah,
I
one
feel
last season. Last season, I think we only really had one. Now that I'm thinking about it,
one and a half, whatever
one
you
and a
want to call
half.
Morgan and Vince.
God, that was funny to watch. Gee. Speaking of Morgan, speaking of Vince, I was actually shocked to see his new video with
That
South.
whole thing was just, I feel like that's just him trying to be relevant. I think that's just him trying to do something like, hey, remember me, kids? Like, there's, I just, why
It
would he
was
do that this week of all weeks?
that was random. I still watched it though because apparently they're on good terms. So
We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Again, Vince is an enigma in this world, but love is love. I don't want to judge too hard.
nah. But Mallory, I see some real potential with her. If she goes with the whole Southern Belle type vibe, I'm getting off her. I'm like you said, I'm getting Nicole, I'm getting Jordan, I'm getting Kelly vibes, all in one here.
Let's just see if she's able to pull it off.
Right. All right. So that was my pick number 5. Who are we looking at for you? I'm waiting to
So
see if you pick this person.
yeah, my next pick, I feel like she has potential. I think she has definitely a fun personality, and I gotta choose a Chicago rep every time if there's one around. So I'm going with Ashley.
Oh yeah, she was the first one came onto the video. So what are your thoughts on her?
See, like with how she started off, it didn't like give much,
Mm,
but what I did get from her and like from other posts I've seen online, I feel like she does have a fun personality. She posts like on YouTube and stuff and does like some like just random fun blogs. So I'm like, okay, she wants to have something of a personality. She might do something for herself there. Yeah, she might be in it for just the cameras, but I
mm.
feel like because with her, she's 24 years old. Like I said, she's from Chicago, Illinois, and she's a bartender. Bartenders like tend to go far in these games,
They
and
do. Except
and
if you're
like
JoJo.
and like I could see her like pulling like a Janelle type. Like I feel like she could definitely have some confrontations. I feel like she could definitely maybe have some entertaining like values with the game. I think she might be one of those people that I think Angela could gravitate towards as like a daughter figure because she's around, I believe, her daughter's age. So I feel like there could be some bonding there. And I don't know. I feel like she could also like with her lifestyle, I think would get along well with the D and like some other people in the cast.
Right. I feel like she doesn't give off the type of girls that just doesn't get along with other girls. Based on her pictures, she's like always around women. So I feel like she will connect very well with them. I feel like she's one of those people that will get along with anyone at any age, like
Exactly.
no matter how old or young they're. So do I see her as an early boot when I first saw her video? Not at all. I see deep run, unless she turns into an Annalise type character. God, I hope not.
Oh God, please let's hope not. We had enough to deal with her and a stool.
Yeah, so but Ashley though, I'm gonna be honest, like for a few seconds when they did the whole reveal and I saw Ashley, I thought, wait, last season's Ashley? But
Right?
then I thought it for like a few seconds. I'm like, wait, did they just trick us all with that whole cookout thing? And but with her, I mean, I liked her video for like bits and pieces. There
Yeah,
is some of it that's giving like, okay, you're kind of trailing into you want to just be on TV vibes.
most definitely. But
But
at the very least, she is like noted to be a Big Brother watcher, and
mhm.
at least she also said like, yeah, I'm poor, I need this money. So at least she has some drive to want to win.
Yeah, so but then again, I'm back in my mind, I'm like, okay, Ava said that too.
But Ava got to fourth place though, so
Yeah,
I mean
so
that's
fourth
still
place.
long.
I just want to see like gameplay to match too.
That's fair.
Right. But her, I feel confident she's gonna do good. I don't think she's gonna be like one of those people that's gonna be over the top and targeted early. Like I did like that she says she will be confrontational if necessary.
Exactly.
So that's a plus.
Yeah. And with this cast, a lot of them say like they're willing to be confrontational. I feel like this is going to be a very much emotional cast that is
Mhm.
definitely going to be fighting. I
Right.
I, I want to see fights on Big Brother 11 level. I want some shouting matches going into the wee hours of the morning.
Right. We want season 10, 11 type vibes from this cast. That's what I'm hoping for with the people that they pick like Angela and D. I feel like we're gonna get that unless we get one of those party poopers who would like everybody just calm down, blah blah blah, which is probably gonna be Rick.
That
So
and like likely Chuck.
probably. Hopefully not though. Hopefully not. But I feel good about her. I do.
I think she could do fairly well, but I also could potentially see her as a block star. But time will
Mm,
tell there.
all right.
Let's get
So
to your number six now. Three picks left for each of us.
uh so well, one of us had to pick him, and we probably know he's probably going out because of his personality, but I'm gonna pick him anyway. Jason, I'm gonna pick him. I'm
Okay.
gonna do it.
Jason was actually next on my list, so I don't blame you. Like Jason, he's very much like has a reputation
Mhm.
because Jason DePoy, aka Selena Estides, known for his drag name. He's 35 from West Hollywood, California. He is a drag queen and was on two seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. He placed sixth in the 15th and placed ninth in USA All Stars.
I
I don't
wish
know anything about Drag Race, so I don't know anything about him.
me neither. I I honestly haven't actually watched. I've seen clips of the show, but I've never seen it, so I have no idea who he is. But I will say I'm shocked that he wasn't part of the stunt casting. I thought he'd be a reality star with the others, but apparently not.
Well, what's interesting is like of this cast, we have essentially six people who have been on reality TV, and that is like almost like half the cast, which is
Oh
very
yeah, that's right. I think. Wait a minute, Jason Lyric. I think one more person was a TV host, but I can't remember who it was.
um
I
they're like
think
a
it was
TV
someone
show
we
for
didn't
like
get
a different
to.
thing. The one I'm referring to is Drew because he was on Beast Games.
Oh, oh right, forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
No,
Jason, though, what do you think about him?
I think Jason is going to be one of two things. He's either going to flame out early or he's going to potentially go far. Because
Hmm.
unfortunately, with reality TV, as we've seen over the years, if you are a drag queen, you are doomed to potentially be an early boot,
Hmm. Early
especially if
boot,
you're on the traders.
exactly. And oh God, that's right. They all did leave early. That or a Real Housewife. One of them. They always go early. So, but Jason, what do I think of his interview? I think, well, again, he was probably my second favorite interview of all of them when they revealed people. And I was like, okay, he's giving fun vibes, but then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like he's giving the type of vibes of which some people be like, he's gonna be too liked, take him out early.
Yeah. And there's going to be some people in this house that are definitely not going to vibe with him.
No, no, especially, and I hate saying this, but probably the whole drag race thing. I feel like there's one contestant that may have a problem with it.
Most
But we won't,
definitely.
but we won't get in. Well, I won't get into that.
But he said he's also packed the drag gear as well. So, I mean,
Mm,
we had a drag night in BB Canada. So let's see if we can do
yeah,
that.
so yeah, I think like he's gonna be like one of those people that like it's late at night, nothing to do in the house. Hey, let's put on a drag show. Let's do something fun like that. And I feel like, okay, I feel like he could be at least make the feeds interesting when they're kind of dull on like
Yeah.
a Tuesday.
And I think he would get along with all the three reality TV reps. I think like I feel like all the people that have been on reality TV, I think they could potentially gravitate to each other to make something work. I feel like Jason can definitely try to extend that olive branch to start things off.
Right. I feel like all of them would be receptive to it. Like D for sure.
Yes. Angela, I
Rick,
think 100% too.
right. So I feel like all four of them can actually become a great pair if they actually stick to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that will likely have to revolve around Angela and how she's feeling.
Right. Right. Depending on the day, depending on the hour.
Yeah. You
But
know,
hopefully Angela's learned over these last 2 years.
I think she's calmed down a little bit. Like since like I feel like when she was on Amazing Race, I feel like I didn't hear much for drama with her. But again, she was the second out, so it's hard to say on that.
Yes. Yeah. So from what I've when I watched the season, she was a little tamer, but
Yeah,
not enough to where it didn't get her eliminated early.
yeah. And I
But
think sorry.
oh no, sorry. But other than that though, I feel like Angela will do good. Like Angela and Jason, do I see conflict? No.
I see
But
a
then
little
again, Angela finds conflict with anyone.
yeah.
So
Just like always have like a little bit of conflict in mind with Angela with anyone in this cast.
right. So, but I'm ready to see how that plays out with Jason. Like drag queen first one, I think, in Big Brother. Wait. Yeah, first one.
I want to say yes.
First
I don't think
mainstream one.
yeah, because I don't even think we had any. Did we have any drag reps in Celebrity?
Uh Todrick. I, yeah, I think Todrick was on.
Oh,
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
that's an unfortunate rep if that's the case.
Well, he did get second.
Yeah, but everything else about him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Todrick. I just checked. So
Okay.
celebrity version, yes.
Okay.
Every all the other seasons, no.
So our first like official USA season.
Right.
Okay.
So like with the Kyles on Canada, he's got to make up for the drag queens on Big Brother after Todrick.
Yeah, as well as just any reality TV show that has done dirty to every drag queen. I mean, let's see. You
We'll
know, I
see.
I've heard like as little as I know about Drag Race, at least some of the things that I have heard about him is that he wanted to play Drag Race kind of like Big Brother.
Hmm.
So maybe there's something there. He's definitely a super fan because I believe what's also making rounds is like I think he dressed up as Ainsley at one point.
Oh yeah, someone showed me a picture earlier. I was like, that's that's actually good cosplay. So we'll see what he gives. Do I see him as a comp threat? Honestly, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and I know that's a shock, but mental comp. I mean,
mental
physical ones
comp,
probably not, but the
no.
mental comp. So I see a studier in this one. So we'll see how that goes.
Let's hope he dances for his life when it comes to the blockbuster at the very least.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. All right, so we're moving on to number six for you, with very few options left.
There's a few options left, but like we've pretty much gone through my 1 through 10 now, so we're going to the bottom of these, and I
I think
guess I feel like I'm gonna have some regrets picking this guy, but I feel like he's one of those types that'll probably do well, or it maybe get Angela's eye or be the first food. Either way, I'm okay with it. The person I'm picking next is Rome, aka Jack Seymour, aka what everyone thought Riley looked like last summer.
you're messy. Oh God. All right, so Jack Seymour. I'm gonna stick with Rome. I can't say Jack. That name irritates me when I think of Big Brother.
That's fair. Yeah, and like that's like, he goes by Rome. Like when he said in his video, like only his mom calls him Jack. So we'll see how the house is going to be like that. I could see Angela just calling him Jack just to piss him off.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if he tells her that's the name his mom calls him. Yeah, she's definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of red flags coming from like well for one like he's 28 years old. He's from Delray Beach, Florida. He's a pickleball coach. But in his interviews, the fact that he's very much just like calling stuff betas and submissives, I'm just like he is going to get in so many fights with a fair amount of people in this cast, or just not vibe well with a fair amount of people. Like
Most I see him not vibe. I see him vibing with maybe two, three of the women, but not all of them.
yeah, no, there's gonna be a select group of people I feel he'll definitely bond with, and then a
Mhm.
select group of people that he will definitely butt heads with.
See,
And
when I first saw him, I thought instantly, oh yeah, Pooch, definitely Pooch.
I can see that. And
See him trying to make big moves early, and then it comes back on him like probably week two or three.
I mean I'm not opposed to it.
But we'll
But
see what he gives.
the other thing too that gave me red flag material was the fact that like as a Magic the Gathering fan, as a card collector, the fact that he said he's a card collector and a nerd, I'm like thinking bro either like collects sports cards at the best or
Mhm.
is a scalper for Pokemon cards at the worst. That's just the vibe I'm getting off of it.
I mean, hmm, if he's like one of those secret nerd types, then that'd be a big
He'll
shock for
benefit.
once. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Do I see him making like an all guys alliance? Yeah, probably day one, probably in the first 6 hours. But
yeah,
and honestly, with his archetype, I just think that, like I said, either pooch himself or make a deep run as someone who is just likable to the point where people just want to follow his lead.
yeah. Again, I'm like he could literally be like how Riley was last summer. He's just like everyone saw him as like their best friend, and all of us seeing him as like a guy that could potentially run to the end because of that.
Right. Thank you, God, Mickey, for winning that competition.
And thank you, Rachel, for having that week play off because of all that.
Thank, because it was like, oh, everything had to go right that week. Every last thing.
Like probably one of the most clutchest weeks, like to have us all on our just like our tippy toes the entire week through.
And then having Ava come in there and just pause for a moment. And I swear my heart stopped when she did that.
You
Because I
could
was,
tell she was about to mouth Morgan until she
she
switched to
was. Because I saw her mouth move. It was like, and then I was like, make up your mind. Are we going to be happy or mad? And then when she said Riley, I was like, thank God. Although I don't know why they didn't make her the last vote. That would have been more dramatic.
It would have been, and that was she was had a panic attack.
Oh, but as for Rome here, what do you feel? Deep runner or early flame out?
Yeah, that's the hard part with him. I mean, I could see him playing that. If he actually does use like the submissives and betas thrown around there, like
You
I,
can't say that.
there's gonna be hands thrown at him. I feel like, and like I
Mhm.
don't know what the hell would Angela say to him, but
Oh no.
she's gonna be thinking all night for what she's gonna throw at that guy.
All the guys in the cast, this is number one. I see Angela conflict number one.
100%. Yeah,
And we'll see if he becomes Angela's match. Because you know Angela's probably gonna fight someone day one. I mean week one. Someone.
it's
You
it's
don't know who, but it's someone. It's gonna be someone. And it's gonna be for no reason at all, too.
oh yeah.
She's gonna have a dream like she did last time and just make up the scenario in her head. And it's probably gonna be about Rome here. And it'll be good TV. I know that. I just hope they don't cut the feeds.
Let's hope not, and let's just hope she's HOH if she's gonna,
Exactly.
or at least it's post veto.
Exactly. Post veto. And Angela and but if he wins first HOH, I don't know. I just feel like he gives, let me target the old people first. That's the vibe I'm getting.
That's the like only problem. Like I think he would be the one person that would target Latrice. I could definitely see him doing that. I see him nominating
Patrice, Angela, or if he's being like Jonathan from Survivor, he goes for D
yeah,
instantly.
I could potentially see that. Again, it's hard to tell who in this cast is even a Survivor fan than even a Big Brother fan. So
But I don't personally with this veterans they picked in. I feel like the only one this cast may be worried about is D because she's a winner,
yeah.
and I just hope to God no one knows that.
The only one I think that probably would is likely Barrett.
Probably, do I think he'll mention it? Probably not early, unless he needs to save himself for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I just it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. You never know who will be a fan and who's going to say. I mean, Survivor 50 is the most recent season, and we had both of them on there, so it's like,
So probably they if you're watching Big Brother, you're most likely watching Survivor.
mm,
And I'm not everyone, but some there's 14 of these newbies. At least two of them have to know who D is.
yeah. So, or at least like even a challenge watcher. There's
Right.
potential of that too.
You gotta know who she is, especially if she was on the most recent Survivor season and is a winner. So plus there if I'm in that cast, I'm a newbie, and I see people that get come in later as a twist, I'm gonna think, okay, something special about you to make them make you a twist. And
Exactly.
it's got to be something. So that's why I'm kind of glad that the drag queen contestant we have isn't introduced as a twist because they
Yeah,
probably would have targeted him for that.
most definitely. At the very least, it's like we have at least a few people that are have some RTV experience under their belt that can just go in without any like knowledge of anyone else, and then see those people and think, ah, there's my in. You know. So
We'll see how that goes.
all right,
All right,
well, let's
so
see
we're
who
on
is
what,
number
six,
seven.
seven. All right. Think about who we have left. I think we have five people left.
Yes, five people left, and just to name them out for anyone who's interested, it is Devins, Haley, Drew, Yash, and Melody.
All right, so oh, what the heck? I guess I'll go with Drew.
That was my next one. We
I
got
know because I know who you were. I know who you're trying not to pick.
yeah. So we got Drew Campbell, who is 22 years old, youngest in the cast, from Temecula, California, a surgical dental assistant, and was in 2 episodes of the first season of Beast Games.
I did not watch that fully.
I never watched it in general. I didn't. It just never interested me.
No, I watched maybe like clips here and there, but then I'm like, okay, what's the goal of this show again? I honestly forgot. But Drew, let's see. So his intro video, it gave. God, I don't want to sound mean when I say this. fame hungry, trying way too hard.
It's giving Adrian. Like
That's what it was giving.
it's just like he's just like I feel like he's gonna be trying too hard. He's 22 years old. Who knows how much world experience he has, like outside of where he's lived for so long. It's just like I don't know. He just really much comes off as cocky, like it just feels very full of himself. For the fact that he was like mentioning like, oh yeah, I excelled at this for my college. I don't even know what that means. Blah 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 blah. I'm just like,
Ugh. I mean, I personally didn't really want to draft him, but in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, so he's probably based on his age. I don't think people are gonna target him right now. Not early, unless he like is incredibly annoying. But
it's a
let's see, he was
possibility.
on Beast Games, and it's giving like major TikTok influencer type vibes I'm getting from him.
Yeah.
So do I see him being like one of those people if we do get these apparently audience style voting things? Like apparently we're going to be voting on stuff this season. I don't see him getting it.
No, that's 100% going to the people
The
that
vet,
have lasted longer than 2 episodes on a reality
Mhm.
show.
Right? It's going to them. But let's be real. He says I'm from Beast Games. I don't even think half of this cast will know what that is.
Yeah. But I mean, if he wants to say that just like just to relate to the reality people to build something
Mhm.
at the very least is like a ground base, it's something to work off of. And because of his age too, I feel like a lot of these players will like, well, he's young, we
Coddle
can like
him.
take advantage of him. Yeah.
Right. I feel like they're gonna coddle him. I mean, like the only reason it didn't work for Adrian was because I honestly forgot what the reason he was eliminated for. I think because
Um,
Ashley convinced Lauren not to put her up. I
it
don't
was
know why they voted Adrian out.
it was a lot of scenarios that just like that could have been prevented because with that week, essentially Will was the target,
Mm,
but because of conversations of Lauren just being afraid to do anything with her HOH, she
mm,
basically chickened out despite Vince and Zach's urgings. Uh,
mm,
because like Ava, I think pretty much like the week that she put her foot down and had that go on to Adrian. Adrian, I
mm.
just he was not a good player because he just kept on giving information to people and betraying people left and right, and it just didn't benefit him in any way. And I could see that happening to Drew as well because he might
Yeah,
think
I
he's
mean,
playing, but he's just getting played in a
right.
orchestra
So I
game.
see him as someone who is like, okay, you give me information. I'm gonna keep it for a few moments, but then tell the nearest person I see. I think Adrian was doing that a lot with Mickey, like the entire time.
Oh yeah,
Just
he was throwing Mickey under the bus left and right.
and the sad thing is, I think Mickey actually wanted to work with him.
She did.
Yeah, I feel like Drew could be that type of player who would just spill information like the very instant you tell him.
Yeah, and
Probably even to your face after you've already told him, and he just doesn't remember. But who knows? He could be. Uh, I'm thinking of a player from an earlier season who was kind of like this, and I may be crazy saying this, but he could turn into an Ian. Could.
there's a chance. I mean, even though again, Beast Games is this whole thing, but again, he has reality TV knowledge,
Yeah.
and he
So
has been watching Big Brother since he was 8 years old, apparently.
right.
So he has knowledge of the game. He has knowledge of reality TV, being a part of it, even though very briefly
Mm,
there could be something there to work with them. And
right. So
again, the fact that he is a surgical dental assistant, I mean, he does have something of a brain at the very least.
right. So hey, we'll see what it gives. I think the main thing we gotta see is this first episode. I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be the biggest tell of anything. Because apparently we get feeds like the second day, like at 9, like when the episode ends airing on the East Coast. So I think that's part of the YouTube stream they're doing too. So it'd be nice to see what happens after the episode ends. Because I know everyone when those feeds come on, we gotta play catch up
Yeah.
because we're 3 days behind.
The thing is that it's just like if the Windows feeds come on, I have to
Mhm.
hope to see a Drew in a conversation,
Mhm.
or if he's alone like Adrian was when the feed started,
Mhm.
it's already over.
Yeah,
He's
it's over. There's no point. Like you're going home pretty early. But if he's like mingling with people, everyone's laughing, getting along with him, then I see a deep run.
I could see it. I could see him like going midway to the game or just like barely missing that jury
like
point.
fifth place, sixth place. That's what I'm getting. Second double eviction boot
Yeah, I
this
can see that.
season. Right. But hey, anything happens. Right. So that was my pick number 7. All right. Moving on to you. 4 options.
I can't believe this person made it to my list, and I'm so upset that he is.
Do it. Do it.
I'm
Do
picking
it.
Evans.
Got it. Oh God. All right, let's get through them.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, for people who are not aware, like with this podcast network, because we do focus on Big Brother and Survivor, I people have their favorites and their non-favorites. To me, Rick Devens is in that category of non-favorites. He is from 42, Macon, Georgia. He's a news anchor, communications director. He debuted on Survivor Edge of Extinction, where he was not only placing fourth, but also the fourth booth in that season because the Edge of Extinction was a buyback type season for two people to come back at different points in the game, and he was the first. Uh, and we'll talk about that in a second. And then he appeared on Survivor 50, where he placed seventh. And I, okay, Rick
You,
Devens. Let me just get the good out of the way for him.
we need to.
He is a strategist. I will give him that. He knows that at certain points in the game, he can make some strategic moves and plan out for that.
Right.
I do think that he can at least read certain situations correctly. Now, jumping to the negatives,
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
very squirrel brained. He is definitely wants to make TV moves. He definitely wants
Uh,
everything in his possible to have the camera on him.
right. So do I see him and Angela fighting? Probably.
100%.
Probably. Not early on, but somewhere in there. Probably not even intentionally, probably just wanting a TV moment, like you said. And honestly, I see him, let's say he does win first HOH. I just see him trying to be calm, but then like right in the middle, he gets in the huge rage of HOHitis and just destroys his own game for no reason.
He is definitely going to be an HOH-itis type
Mm.
player. And honestly, in terms of Survivor players being on Big Brother, because it is such a long format game, and seeing how Rick Devens has played in both seasons of Survivor, where he is just all over the place for one, very
Mm.
much just like doing everything in his way to just try to get something done or try to like make a move or whatever,
Mm.
despite being on the outs or putting him in a position that'll put him in a worse spot or his alliance in a worse spot, he's still going to
Right.
do that.
Right. Because there's no idols in this show. So can't rely on that like he did in his season. So
And the biggest concern with him, he's not the best at challenges. He's not
no.
that good. So I could see him easily being of the returnees, probably being the first one gone because he would probably not win the battle back from the blockbuster in any way, shape, or form.
No, and like I said, this is my personal opinion. If the reality star is on the block on eviction night, they're going home. You'd be stupid to keep them in. I think D is the only one I see having a potential to convince people to keep her if she lost the blockbuster. But Angela, Rick, especially Rick, I just see them instantly being like, okay, he has to go. Because everyone know people who watch Survivor and Big Brother knows Rick Devens is one of those people that wants to be flashy with everything he does, flashy, and they're gonna be like, okay, he is someone who probably gets into an alliance, but then be the first one to rat them out
Yep.
to
And
make
on top
it.
of that, if the cast is aware of these votes that are going to potentially be done this season,
Mm-hmm. They
Rick
know his
Devens is likely to be the
popularity,
first one.
right? His popularity makes him a threat because, like, moment Julie says every week, audience will get to vote for someone to go in win a special prize. They're gonna think, okay, we're getting moving into Alyssa vibes where everyone's just gonna vote you every week.
Yep.
I mean, let's be real. D is awesome. Angela is awesome. But I feel like for some reason Rick has more popularity. I don't get why.
It's the casual viewers that
Mhm.
love him,
It's
especially like from certain like communities of the
like
Survivor.
Facebook loves him.
Yeah,
They they hate Angela for some reason.
Same with D, apparently. I made a post on the Survivor group today about the fact that Rick and D are likely going to be on this season. And it was more positivity on Devins than it ever was for D, which,
Right. So,
again, which is wild with D, the moves that she made in the game that actually benefited her.
and
And
she's
that
a
was good.
winner. So, but Rick, I'm honest, because honestly, to be real here, I didn't think either one of us was going to draft him. I'm just gonna be honest about that.
There's
Because
one person in this cast that I'm just not going to pick in no way, shape, or form. And
I think I already know who me and you are probably not gonna pick.
yeah.
I think I
It's
know who that person is.
Yeah, it's just like with Rick, at the very least, he will try to play, and I'll have to give him credit for that.
He
He's
will
gonna be on
try.
the bottom of my list, but I'll always take him just because he could
Right.
likely do something. And who knows, maybe he might surprise us and maybe he could take a deep run for all
Yeah,
we know.
because again, like when it comes to Suri, when she was introduced as the only Survivor contestant, I'm not gonna lie. In the moment, I thought, okay, she's going out early, like very early. But then she got to final five, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe Survivor players can do good. Personally, and I don't know if you felt the same, but when they told us vets, I was really hoping it would have been Parvati. I really was.
Parvati, Sandra, Tyson was in the mix, I heard. I'm
Hell,
like,
even Russell, I was. I know
I
people don't like him, but he is good TV.
yeah, but I doubt they were gonna let another hands on that Big
No,
Brother lot since 14.
no. Or any CBS lot, if we're being honest.
Exactly.
And then so Hans family don't have a good reputation right now.
They do not. And
They
the other thing too that I'll have to say with like Devins and D is that they've played Survivor 50 with Suri. I can imagine they would have to have some form of conversations with Suri about Big Brother. And I would imagine Suri would have given some form of advice to them. So depending on who's going to like retain that more, probably D. But
probably
at least Rick will have some knowledge that he would probably utilize that he was given.
see when it comes to D and Rick, if Cerie's giving advice, D will listen. Rick, he'll listen for a moment, but then think, okay, how can I change this around to where I didn't hear a single thing you said and do it my way?
Exactly. Let's see if he shoots himself in the foot again, like he did at that tribal council in 50.
Yeah. He was doing a lot of things that didn't make sense, especially that whole revealing the fact that Ada was fake. I don't know
Yeah.
why he did that.
Again, just he did it for the TV moment. And were any of us shocked that he was going to go for the Mr. Beast coin? No. Which
Uh,
again,
I
that
kind
could be
of,
a
I'm
fun.
honest, when they did the coin, I instantly knew, oh yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah. And maybe that might be another connection for him with Drew. You know, who
I was kind
knows?
of hoping it would have sent him home, but still good TV, I guess.
Yeah. All
All right.
right. So we have one pick left each. There's three people left on the board. It is Melody, Yash, and Haley. Who is going to be your final
Oh,
pick of those three?
you know what? I'm gonna just go with Melody. Reality TV personality, and she's a host apparently. So,
Yep, Melody Morris. She's 24 years old from Maricopa, Arizona, and she's a corporate game show host. Now, this host, I've actually done something where I think I've done something where she's done this job. It's essentially like you and a group of people are like going in and you're just like doing like mock like TV show stuff like Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, all of that stuff. And I think
right.
there's like a host for those, and that I believe is what she's doing in that, for that.
I've never actually heard of a corporate game shows. I thought someone would have posted a clip on it, but I can't. But no one has yet. So, I
I
mean,
might just I might
have
just
you seen one?
Well, again, I participated in one with my girlfriend's family, which I made a very fun first impression where I think it was like Price is Right. No, not Price is Right. It was like a Family Feud type situation we're in. And it was just like, name something that's round. And I just like, I don't, or something in that regard. And I said a blunt rotation. And I was just like, fun first impression with my girlfriend's family for some members, you know?
Oh, that's an instant win. That's an instant win. I've never actually done. Well, actually, I do remember doing something similar to that, but this was when I was younger. But corporate game show host though. So what do you feel about her interview?
It gave for a corporate game show host, she is very stiff and boring from that her introduction. Like I feel I see her as more as like a cosplayer for Kill Bill than I did for anything else she was saying in that interview.
Oh gosh, I saw that outfit earlier. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, could she be just nervous during that interview? Probably. Uh, let's see. When I look at her, I'm thinking like, okay, so obviously I don't see her as a first boot.
No.
Probably someone who gets in the showman's, probably with Rome.
Yep.
But
I literally think Melody and Rome are basically hotter version Riley and
Cat,
what's her name for last season?
Cat,
Catherine.
yeah, that's why I'm getting like he's either clicking with her or he's gonna click with Lyric. One of them, probably Melody though.
Yeah.
Melody is casted as to be the sole purpose of being a showman.
Yeah, it's like I want to have faith in Melody. I don't though. I just think she's just really gonna
Yeah.
be one of the block stars this season, honestly.
See, when I looked at her and listened to her interview, I'm thinking like, okay, it's giving Alyssa from 24.
Yeah. And it's just
Like, it's like I said, I don't know if she was nervous or just shy in front of the camera, which I think is weird because you're a game show host. You should be used to at least being on camera at some aspect.
right. It's just there's just a lot of like stuff with her I just did not really get
Mm,
much from. And the
no,
fact that she also said she's very sensitive of all things, like, girl, you picked the wrong show to be on
this
for
is it's
sensitivity.
you picked the wrong show and the wrong veterans to be on the show with.
Yeah.
Like, you she Angela sees any reason like, but again, she could be like Leah, where Angela just takes her under her wing. I could see that
True.
too.
She is 24, so she is fairly young. So there is a possibility of it,
Right. So, like you said earlier, with
especially.
as like take she see her as like a daughter, take her under her wing, but it's just, she wasn't the worst one. We'll get to that later, but she just I got nothing really on from her. I'm just picking her right now because I just see her being one of those players who everyone doesn't focus on and just makes a deep run and possibility of just lucking into a few comp wins at the end.
Yeah. I mean, she could be the Leah to Angela's Angela. Like that could be the same route that she might have, like in same placement.
Right. So like anything's possible. Like she could I'm trying to think if we really had anyone boring who's actually besides Derek who's actually won.
Um, well, I mean, Drew was kind of on the boring side, if you want to, go into
Yeah.
that category.
I mean like lately. I can't think of
Lately,
anyone.
lately, I mean, Xavier was kind of boring.
Yeah, Xavier, but he had the backing of the cookout to get
Yeah.
there. Other than that, though, everyone else I'm looking at winners, even in Canada version, they were all kind of like out there. Like Bailey, for example, she could turn out to be like Bailey, though. Who knows?
If she has the Bailey outfit or Mackenzie outfit, or if anyone has that blue like
Yeah.
top combo that has been apparently just like give anyone win result, like Harvey had that for USA
Oh yeah,
versus
so she has that. Then well dang, comp piece right there. Let's go, Melody. I'm glad I
I mean,
drafted.
I mean, she does have it. I don't know if she does or not, but if she does, I mean, I feel like any reality TV person should have that outfit because apparently that just grants good luck to anyone that wears it.
So we'll see. I'm confident in her. I'm confident. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
All right, so we're down to two choices.
Yep.
I think I already know who you're going to pick.
It's slim pickings, unfortunately, because both of them really get concern me. But of the two, I at least see potential with one, and that person is Haley. Haley Thog-Martin. She's 29 from Wildwood, Missouri, and is a telemedicine executive. If you want to get furniture this season, look no further. This is the furniture cast.
Oh God, her interview was so terrible. I'm sorry. It's just You ever heard of robots speak?
Yeah, like,
And
go girl, give us nothing.
like give something, like anything. Like I was watching that whole video because I was at work when it happened, and I was unfortunately on my lunch break, but I was just watching like, oh my God, talk a little bit faster. Then I just ended up muting her halfway through because I couldn't take it anymore. I
Yeah.
just couldn't. Like,
It's and I don't know. It's like that's like a rough 29, might I also add. Not to be rude, but
no,
it's just
no, let's be real. I when she said 29, I think, oh God, it's gonna be another Bowie Jane. Like you just lie and say you're 29. Because I was like,
yeah. And this person I see as Angela's Lisa for the season.
oh yeah, Lisa, right there.
Yeah.
I see Angela having conflict immediately. If it's not with Rome, it's gonna be with her.
Yeah.
She's
It's
gonna eat. She's gonna eat Angela's charcuterie board that's in the.
even my
Oh God.
charcuterie.
But seriously, I see her doing it, and Angela just giving the daggers right then and there.
Yeah. It's there's just like else can you say about her other than just like she gave a nothing burger interview. Maybe like we'll see something better come to live feeds. Who
Yeah.
knows? But
It
what
just
she
feels
gave
like
us.
it was like nothing. Like we went on for like maybe 5, 6 minutes for everyone else, and I generally just can't think of anything else to say on her.
And there were people that had shorter interviews too, and yet hers like felt like it
Hers
dragged the
was
longest.
long. I think I actually timed each one. I think someone on Twitter actually recorded all of them. I think she had like the third longest one.
You
I
could
think
feel
because she
it.
was talking slow though, but it was like so boring, like so freaking boring. I've never seen out of all the interviews I've seen of this show, that was the worst one I've ever watched.
Yeah, it was just paint drying with how bad that was.
Could she be different on the feeds? Yes, that's happened before. But in that moment, I was like, oh God, please go home early.
Yeah, it's just either she's going to be furniture and likely
Mhm.
go far. I could see her potentially being like a Mackenzie type. Maybe she
Mhm.
does have that build. I feel that could be
Right.
similar.
She has a build though. I will say that, and especially at 29, she has it. Plus, she's from Missouri, so I know they're all built up there. So,
I
do
feel
I
like she
see?
would get along with some people, but I don't know. We'll see if they want to get along with her.
Right, we'll see. Or if they'll just be like, okay, she's a number. Let's just keep her around for now.
Yeah, I could see her just being like thrown to the side at some point. I could see her making a deep run. I could see her being an early boot. I could see her being like a block star for the season. There's a lot of possibilities with her. I just don't think any of them are winner.
No, I don't see winner. I don't see even runner up.
No.
Definitely not America's favorite either.
Oh God, no, no.
No,
That's
we all know that's probably going to one of the reality
yeah,
stars.
like we can't even factor in like America's favorite because we know it's gonna likely go to like one of the reality reps. Like
It
there's
will.
yeah,
Like, I'm gonna be honest. The moment they announce it, I just see
Rick
like
Devens.
Rick Devens or the drag queen because of the drag queen fan base.
Yeah, that's actually true. It depends on how far he goes, though. If he's able to go far, I think then yeah, I think he would be able to get that traction then at that
Right,
point.
but other than that, it's probably gonna be Rick.
Yeah,
Let's
which
be honest.
with how we begin America's favorites as of late, I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean, but maybe Rick will be different. Maybe. All right, so we're down to one person neither of us drafted, unfortunately.
And I
You want to
doubt we're
talk
gonna get
about
Nick
him?
in face because this is like the worst. Like I don't know how he like. I know he's a recruit. I
Mm-hmm.
know that he was an alt, but
Mm-hmm.
even then,
It's like, how did you get past the casting process?
like, how did you
I
like
get
get
how you're an alt now, though. I get that.
I don't understand how he was even an alt to begin with. Like, I feel like he's like Haley gave us nothing. This guy gives just like, what are you doing here?
And it's like, did you sign up for the right show?
Like,
Like, I get that vibe from his interview. I think he was the last one.
was yeah,
It's just like, okay, I'm waiting, I'm watching, waiting for something. Then I got nothing. And then the interview ends, and I'm like, oh, that was really it.
he was just like really given deer in headlights the entire time. And it's like, I'm gonna rely on all the physical comps and everything. And just like
It's
I
it's like you ever see one of those people they get cast on this show where it's like you get the most generic answer possible.
oh yeah.
Like there's no explanation. You just give like you're reading off a teleprompter. That's what it gave the entire time. Like he was reading off one.
The
And
fact that he's like saying like, "Oh, I'd rather have the cold showers than to have not food." It's like you have to have both, dude. Like,
it's
again, I
not
don't.
just one or the other.
Again, I just don't think Yash knows what he signed up for. I truly think he's like going to be a deer in headlights going into this, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. But there's no way this man is winning this game. There's no way he's
No.
touching
Not
those
unless
levels.
he like I don't know pulls out a jag or something and just lucks out with comps all the way through. I don't see it happening. I see him being like honestly early boot, probably third, fourth out.
Yeah, I truly
I don't see deep run with this one.
no, I truly do think he's a potential of all of the men as potential block stars for the season. I think he's the block star for the men's side. Like,
Mm,
there's just I
like
just don't see any growth for him. I don't see
I
any
don't
way that he's not going to lead the charge in any way.
right. I don't see him being like I see you. How can I say this? I see him trying to be a Keanu for like a fraction of the season, trying to be like, okay, I'm gonna be in the background, but I still want to be out there. He's probably gonna try to make a move that's never gonna work, like Keanu, and
Yeah,
then it's like he just fizzles out. I'm just not getting anything like him, Haley, those two. I just didn't get anything.
yeah,
At least with the melody, I got something there. These two, nothing.
exactly.
I felt
And like my only way to think that Yash might be able to do well is if he links up with Rome and Camus. I think that's his best bet to go
nothing.
far in this game. I think he has no other means.
No. He's I just like again, everyone can change on the feeds because I was one of those people that were heavily a Winston fan in season 20
I
preseason.
was too. I understand your plight with that.
Drastically disappointed.
Yeah.
Drastically.
Yeah, because these interviews, like, we don't
Mhm.
know what we're going to fully expect. I was like rewatching my video from last year of how I felt about the 27 cast, and for the most part, I was actually kind of spot on. The only one that was like wrong about was Ava and maybe like a few others, but for the most part, it's like sometimes these interviews can like be hit or miss, and sometimes
Mhm.
you can just be spot on with how they are. But I don't know. With this cast, I feel like we're gonna have an emotional cast. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yash is not gonna blend well with that emotionalness if that mindset he's coming in is trying to be very broy.
Mm. I see the other bros drawing him in as a number. I do see that. I
Yeah.
just see him as one of those numbers where it's like, okay, we lost the HOH, the other side won. If we have to lose someone, it's going to be him.
Yeah, 100%. He is basically
Mm.
the Burger Boy equivalent of Will from last season. Like,
Right. He's just going to be the expendable one that they will say he's part of them, but it's like, okay, let's throw him under the bus to save ourselves. Let's make him our Winston, where we just level six and just dump him into the side.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, with this cast, it's like I mean, I don't think we're gonna have like a big like alliance for the season because of the blockbuster really just like
You
kind of killing that, which I'm all for.
yeah,
But I feel like we'll at least have like a fair amount of like clicks, I think, with this cast.
we will. There'll be the young girl click, the bro click, probably the older people click of Angela and got sorry, I'm still getting used to everyone's names. What was her name?
Trace.
Right, Latrice. So I see that happening.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the reality TV people.
right, they're gonna. Hmm. I honestly want to say the reality TV people will work together. It's just something about it. It's just like Dee and Rick. I don't remember if they really interacted much on their season of Survivor. I don't think they were on the same team, were they?
They were not on the starting tribes, no. I don't think, yeah, no, I think they never interacted until merge. Because even like when the tribe swap happened, Dee was not within that group.
Mhm.
Yeah, like she really like they barely ever interacted, but they at least interacted with Suri, so I at least see that connection working for them. So at least there's something going off of that. And they might have talked when they were in jury together because at least they had some time together at that point. It's just
Right.
a
And
matter of how
but
close.
then but then I do remember that, and according to on the chart here, he did vote D off. So that may come back into play this season.
There
Maybe.
is a potential of that. I could see D just like wanting to work with him just because they're the entering group. I could definitely see a point where it's like she's willing to cut him at any point.
Right. I feel like work with him now, dump him later.
Yeah,
I feel right, but like so for example, like the three veterans, or I'm just gonna say reality pros,
yeah,
D is like number one for me. She's
for
definitely
sure.
number one. Then Angela, then Rick.
Yeah. I could honestly see Dee and Angela working together. I can
Mm,
see them just being like, let's work together, and then when the time comes, we just get rid of Rick.
right. I see that's the avenue I think is gonna go here. Uh God, neither of us has confidence in Rick, do we?
It's just like of all the Survivor players and like the longevity of this game, Rick is
Mm.
not one of those players that's going to work well.
I'll be honest, when I saw, I think it was Sharon who revealed it was Rick in it, in the back of my head, and I said it out loud actually, all the Survivor players, like I think we're maybe in like 500 or so.
Something like that.
Rick out of everyone.
Yeah. I
B, yes, I can understand her, but like you could have had Q, you could have had what's that guy's name from last season
you could have
50?
had Christian. I think Christian would have been the better
Yeah,
pick.
Christian, because I loved Christian on the season. I did.
I could have honestly have seen Jonathan even.
Yeah, even Jonathan, but Rick, I don't hate Rick. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
It's just he's so God, what's the word?
Not built.
Yeah,
I think
not all the way there.
he's built for other shows. I just
Right.
don't think he's made for Big Brother.
No, Big Brother, because like you Survivor is 26 days. You're already trying to make moves on what, day 13? That's week two in this show.
And with Rick, like again, he was fourth voted out in his initial season and was only saved because of the buyback competition that was Edge of Extinction.
Right. It's like you were eliminated very early. Have grace knowing that you are back because of that competition. Like, let's be real. They didn't do that on Edge of Extinction. Fourth Boot is not being invited on season 50.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like again, he has some capability. It's just a
Mhm.
matter of how long is he willing to bide his time to make a move because he is
Right.
very much shown time and time again that he is willing to make a move too early and it just ultimately bites him in the end.
No, he needs to like pace himself because this is 86 days, I think. Yeah, 86.
Yeah, I think it's 86 or I heard 90, but again,
Well, no, well,
regardless.
that's even worse for him because it's like 90 days. You're playing basically 4 seasons of Survivor back to back.
Yeah. I think at the finale day, I think they even announced it was like October something. So it's a fair
So it's,
ways away.
yeah, so it's a long time, and we're on day two. I think Hamster said 2 or 1. This is the first day.
I think today's moving day.
Oh,
It's
okay, moving day. Yeah,
yeah.
so it's like this is day one, and I don't know if they're gonna come in with like immunity for the first week. Probably so.
I would imagine so. Like
Mm.
I'm
They're not
again,
gonna waste a twist of 3 people and get one of them out early. No.
I'm like I truly do believe they'll likely have like some form of captains or something of a twist. That's just gonna be
See,
like
see, run with me on this. What if, because of the whole theme of this season, I feel like they're gonna steal Big Brother Canada's twist of that time warp thing. That was in my head when I saw the house. where they, got immunity until jury, one of them. Remember that
Oh, oh,
twist? Meta?
oh, the one that Netta had.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they're doing a time, and that would be a convenient time twist to do because they already stole Big Brother Canada's like what's it called when they did on Celebrity Big Brother with the bag and they passed it
Oh,
around.
the chain link.
Yeah,
The
they already stole that, so why not just steal the time? Wait, what if that was one of the twists that we get to vote on?
I wouldn't. I mean, we had it. We technically did have a safety chain last season, or was it last season or the season before? I thought we had one in like the mainstays.
Right, well, after the Canada version, I
Maybe,
know
maybe
that.
I am just thinking celebrity.
Right, but yeah, it was a celebrity one, but the time warp immunity, I feel like that is something they could do, especially because let's be real, when they did it on Canada, we all know Yvette was winning that. There
Yeah.
was no way a newbie was winning that.
My
So
thing with
they'll
the
do it and probably give it to Rick.
yeah. My thing with I think because we have two survivor people, there's got to be like a hidden immunity idol type of twist in this bunch. I like
Mhm.
it'd be a wasted opportunity if they didn't do like Big Brother's version of a hidden immunity idol.
Yeah, or like hidden veto necklace
Yeah.
somewhere in the house. I was thinking like because when Julie was doing the house tour, she was like specifically pointing at things the entire time, and I'm thinking like, is she trying to give hints? Because it's like you're pointing at stuff that like didn't really
Yeah.
make sense. Plus the promos, I think there was a number 13 popping up all the time.
Yeah, no,
Explain
this is a
that.
very knick-knack heavy house if you looked at it.
Right. So hidden twist, I could see that happening. Some type of advantage. And uh just looking at this group, I still think we're in for a very interesting season. I do.
I do think we are going to be dealing with an emotional cast this year. We are definitely
Right.
going to be having some fights. We're definitely going to be having a lot of like back and forth between a fair amount of this cast. It's just a matter of I truly do believe like the precedent of the season is going to be set with who's the first HOH. Honestly,
Right. And I feel like that will determine if we're going in for a good season or if we're going into yet another disappointment.
I mean, when was the last
Uh,
time we had three good seasons back to back to back?
do we count 25's pre-jury phase?
No, I will. No,
No, no.
we lost Izzy and Nat. That's a loss in my book.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see, we've had 26, 27. They were good. Dang, now that you think about it, I don't think you've actually had a good 3 season run in a row. At least not in the US version. Wait, let me
Like the
think.
closest I can think of is like 12, 13, 14. Well, actually, even then it's like 10 through 14. Like,
I'll be honest, I didn't really like 12 apart from Rachel.
okay, well, okay, we're in agreement on that. Because a lot of people say highly of 12. I'm not the biggest fan of that, so at least we're agreed on that. So, okay, so then we cut that out. So then we're back to the start again. So,
Yeah, so hopefully this will be good. My main concern, honestly, with this cast is I just hope that even though they're all really close in age, that they just don't do the whole everyone's trying to get in the showman's thing. That kind of concerned me when almost all of them were mentioning it.
yeah, or
But I
like
bet
when
that was
they,
just a question they asked them to answer. So
well, so that was the other funny thing too. I wanted to bring up because they were asking about showmances, but the other thing too that was weirdly brought up was a lot of heroes and villains conversations.
I
Like,
noticed it too.
I was like, are we trying to implement like a heroes versus villains type of thing here? Because that would explain some things with like Angela, D, and Rick in that sense, where it's
Mm,
like, you kind of have like D as like I see her as a villain.
yeah,
Rick is a lot of times viewed as a hero for some
right.
reason. And
And
then
Angela's like kind
Angela,
of like a mix of both.
exactly. So it's like I don't know if they would like want to do like a heaven and hell type season like that Canada also did, where it's just like we got like the good guys, the bad guys, and then we got the in-betweeners.
See, that's another thing. Because when I think 17, because when it was 18, when I thought it was going to be 18, I was like, okay, I think I know what they're going to do. But when I see 17, I'm thinking, like, are they going to do an eviction day one? I just feel like they are, and then split the groups into 2 teams.
Two teams of
I
the
think
split
someone
stage,
said that D was technically not going to enter until later.
which could make sense then, because then it's like, oh, here's Angela and Rick, and then Julie
Right.
comes in, it's like, oh, here's a twist, da, 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 da. And then it just like gets to someone of this newbie cast evicted.
Hmm.
Of this cast, who do you think would be a night one eviction victim?
Drew.
Drew? I can
Hmm.
see Drew. I can see Haley being
Hmm.
the night one.
Wait,
Uh,
Drew, Haley, and this may come as a shock, but Barrett in some way. I don't want him to go out early. It's just with his height, I feel like people will be like, he's gonna be a threat eventually. So
I
try to take that opportunity then to get him out now.
I swear to God, this Jason, I'll be so mad because it's just like the curse continues.
No, 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 because I was already disappointed when Jonathan left on Celebrity Big Brother first. So try not to see Jason go out this early.
Yeah. Oh God, that would be so annoying if that were the case.
No, 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 no. Who do I hope is first boot? Ironically, I don't want it to be Rome. That's strange.
Rome is
I'd rather be Haley if we had to pick a first boot,
yeah.
just to eliminate that possibility of someone who's just not giving anything. Either Haley or Yash, one of them.
Yeah,
Don't.
Rome would at least give drama for a little bit, which I'd be okay with.
Mhm.
I think in terms of first boot, if I had to choose, just Yash, just get him out of there. You know,
Yeah, it
like
just seems like he doesn't know where he is.
it's
God, that's so mean.
this guy probably auditioned for like The Amazing Race and somehow just
Mhm.
got thrown into this.
See, when I felt audition casted, they didn't want to put him on. Okay, so we're gonna make you an alternate, but probably had no intention of casting him until that person dropped out or whatever happened to make them drop that one individual.
We don't. Yeah, I mean, we know who the guy is.
Right,
Like,
we know who it is, but no reason why he was dropped.
yeah,
They're
it's like
not gonna tell us.
I mean, I'm surprised no one found his social media or anything yet, because that would be like the first big tell.
Right, like Christy, we all know why she was dropped, and I'm still surprised they haven't invited her back.
Because she probably like said a lot of like stuff of how upset she was or something that may have pissed off production in some way.
Probably. So honestly, I feel good about this season. Can't wait to be in New York to watch it, the actual premiere party.
I'm
So
jelly.
next time you at least come to the finale, try to make it work.
Hey,
But no, but I feel good about this cast. I do.
I think it'll be entertaining for sure. I hope we're in for a long season drama. Hope we go 3 for 3, and it's just like
Yeah,
whatever happens, happens.
yeah.
And
We
yeah,
need a good one. And
let's just wait.
hopefully at the end of this season, fandom can come together at least one time to pick the right America's favorite winner. Because we
It won't.
dropping the ball on it lately.
I mean, we've been dropping a ball since after Taylor Hale won. Like
Yeah.
after that, it's just been dud, dud, dud.
Yeah. Wait, who was it? Chris. It was
No,
Christian.
it was Cameron after
Cameron.
Taylor. Then it was Tucker. I thought it should have been Angela personally,
I
and
mean,
then last year,
see why Tucker won. Like Angela, for some reason, like we all liked her, which I thought was strange. Because at first I didn't think I liked her, but then she grew on me. But then it's like Facebook just hated her so much. And I was
because
like, you guys don't realize she's exactly like you guys, right?
he basically just took out the prettiest guy in the game. They've just been spiteful against her ever since.
Right. And I think a lot of people blamed her for Tucker leaving too.
No, Tucker was his own downfall. That like yeah, Angela threw him under the bus, but
Right.
let's be real here. Tucker
He did that
also
to himself.
saved her knowing her reputation. Tucker also just threw himself into the rain to be nominated multiple times as well. Like
Mhm.
he was his own worst enemy at the end of the day in that house.
But I honestly see that being Yash, if we're being real. Just
Oh
throwing himself into the fray. Him or who was that other person? Drew, just to get camera time.
yeah, like it's just I hope for a fact we do get some entertainment, and I know there's definitely going to be some showman's hookups with how single
Yeah.
this cast is. Like they're really wanting to like make make up for the last few years with the lack
Because
thereof of
yeah,
relationships.
because honestly, if you think about it, last few seasons we haven't really had that many showmances as usual. Like
That's true.
season 46, I don't even think we had a real one on that one. Now that I think about it, I don't really count whatever was going on between Cam and Leah, but
Yeah,
no,
no, that was like a kind of like a flirt mance, if
yeah,
anything.
but no actual showmances on that one. And last season, I swear to God, like no one cared about Riley and Catherine. Mostly
The
because we all saw how Riley was talking about her.
production tried.
They tried it with them. They really did, but it was like we see the way he talks to her, and it's like not none of us were liking that at all.
Yeah, and then before that it was Rubina and Tucker, but that was cut early.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been honestly lack of showman's edits, and I hope that continues this season. Because honestly, if we think about it, seasons have been better without the showman's focus all the
The,
time.
the closest I think we got to a showmance was probably with Taylor and Monty, probably.
Oh, that broke so many hearts.
But hey, at least we got to see the showman's form and break up at the same time, and
Right.
that's
So that was nice. And then I guess Blue and Jared.
oh right, Blue and Jared, the cheat mans, right? I totally forgot about that one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what? There was a lot from 25. I was like blanking out of my memory, and some of the
Yeah.
stuff with them too was a lot that I was trying to blank.
Yeah. 25 is like it started off so well and then it just went downhill progressively more and more as each week progressed. It was like each week
Hudson
got
Street.
worse and worse. I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of gave up on it. I still watched it all the way, but I was like, I have no hope that Sari or Felicia is gonna beat these other three in competitions. And when I saw the match HOH other from Riley, I was like, okay, all right. This
And
is
the whole Jag being able to compete in the HOH after being in HOH, which was
yeah.
such
Yeah, that
BS.
was obviously I don't know what that was, but I just found it unfair because I think on Canada, Bailey had to purposely throw it. So it's like,
And
why didn't you let make Jag do it? I feel like that would have changed the whole game because
it would have, because Suri would have won that HOH.
right, right, she would have won, and that would have because I know Sarita would have been smart enough to at least take out Jag or Bowie.
Yeah. So, but
Hopefully,
let's
this
get
is
more
different.
positive note.
Yeah,
So,
positive vibes.
yeah, positive vibes for the season. And then Ty, do you want to hook us up with your at handles for anything? Like, because I know what you like to do, you what you did last summer, and
Right.
you're doing again this summer on your socials.
Right. I'm going to be doing the weekly layout votes for every like 3 days during the week, like on Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. I'm going to be running the charts on how the house dynamics are with eviction votes. So everyone has a pretty good idea of what scenarios they want to see. I'll be doing it for all three based on how the blockbuster goes. So everyone can get a good idea of who's going home. Now, there is a rumor going around that because of the length of this season, there is probably going to be a battle back this season.
Ooh. Would you rather prefer it to be a pre-jury battle back or a post or an actual jury battle back?
Personally, I like pre-jury more. I know that sounds weird. It's just jury battle backs never really go the way I want them to. Well, no, actually, now that I think about it, none of them have.
I don't think any of them have been very good at all. Yeah, I think
I was gonna count Scotty, but Fessy just, I don't know,
yeah.
it ruined that for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more better ones when it came to pre-jury. I mean, hate like I mean, a lot of people hate like can hate him, and I fairly so. But like the Cody winning his buy back into the
Yeah.
game, definitely memorable. The
Yeah.
Brendan winning his way back into the game, also memorable.
Right. Those two memorable didn't last very long afterward, but still memorable. I think the only battle back that's actually been successful, again, was on Big Brother Canada, though. I think it was someone got out like early and then what got fourth place with it. Oh
Yeah,
wait, Jag, did we count Jag as a battle back winner?
technically yes and no because he was voted out. So he does get like the way that he was voted out, but then circled back around and brought in. Kind of like what was his name? It's not Ty Khan. What was the other guy from the thruple that was voted out?
Ted,
Yeah, yeah,
Jake.
same scenario. I would say in that regard.
Right. So, but yeah, I feel good with this cast. I'm ready for it. I like to say my social. You always follow me on Kid Wicked 101 on both Blue Sky and Twitter. And honestly, this was honestly very fun. I'm glad we timed this right because I forgot my charger and my computer was on like 5%.
Oh boy. Well, glad you were able to make it. Glad we are able to do this. I'd say like probably I would say middle of the season we could like reconvene again. Like let's say
Right.
like when the jury phase starts, we could just like discuss our teams and discuss how we felt about the season, and then
Right. But
whatever.
you'll probably both see both of us still on Twitter interacting with each other throughout the entire season because this, I feel, again, will be a very good one.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. And let's see how like much the fans are going to fight each other this time around.
Oh God, it's gonna get ugly.
It most definitely will. But so that's our cast and our fun draft. And I hope you all enjoyed watching this, or at least listening to it, or having everything sped up, regardless of how you're doing it.
Mhm.
Ty, great to have you on. Great
This
to
was fun.
glad you had fun. Glad we were able to do this. And like I said, happy to be back. I'm still going to be doing just one episode a week because I cannot do three like for every
No,
episode.
you want that? You're gonna have to go to rehab.
Yeah, yeah, just go to RHAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, just or any other network. I don't want to be judgy on anything. Just go whichever one to prefer. But if you prefer this one, thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you for choosing us, and thanks for letting the Breeby Brains come back around another year. So hope you all enjoy the episode, and we'll see you again next time when we talk about the premiere of Big Brother 28.
See you guys later.
Later.